What's going on? What's going on? How's everybody doing? Uh, yeah, so I just looked at this comment, long story short, and it's from Adams Company, Adams Co. I don't know. But hello, Adam. And the question is, which I found interesting, and I will give you an answer. Um, so yeah, let me share the question with you guys. What is it about Elvis that captivates you so much? There may be many things, but if you narrow it down to just one, what would it be? And if you say his voice, then explain. I'd love to hear why his voice is so special to you. If that indeed is the case, be well. You know, the voice, you know, the voice makes a lot. The voice makes a lot of Elvis Presley, but that wouldn't be my answer. It would be things other than that before I even get to the voice. First of all, when I first discovered Elvis Presley with my own ears, and then got to doing countless of hours of research and watching this and watching that and hearing this and hearing that and putting out videos and reading people's comments and seeing what people were say during certain videos and shit like that. Excuse my language on top of that. Um, in advance, I'll try to keep that short and brief on the cursing. But my answer is just simple. It was just Elvis Presley himself. And you ask why. And that goes back to what I was saying about the research and watching. I didn't see interviews. I didn't see live performances. I didn't see um, um, rehearsals. And all those things always got the same thing in common. Energy, fun, just want to live life. Now the flip side to that coin is, right? While you just want to live life and have fun and sing music and entertain the world and help others out, you have these assholes out here, right? They gotta put all this negative bullshit in the air. Racist. Um, that's one that is already annoying as hell. But that's one thing you gotta deal with. Let's go to the Omaha concert. You gotta hear people say how fat he is, how overweight he is, and how unhealthy he is and shit like that. And I think about my own life, right? I'm simple. I don't care for people to agree with me. Um, I just don't care for a lot of things. I just want to live life, be happy, live life, and do what I like to do without being ridiculed. And that's what draws you to this man right here. You can see the passion on stage. You can see the camaraderie with the band members on stage. Now that's a hell of a life. You could travel or some kind of a world because your manager was illegal, so certain things didn't happen. But just to see you having the the willpower and the mind power and just the power in general to sit here and tell these motherfuckers in Houston that you're not performing if I can't bring the sweet inspirations. I mean, when we talk about a racist, I mean, Elvis could have been quick to sit here and go without them and go get that money real quick, right? Right. Nah, that's not what we doing. I'm rocking with them, and they rocking with me. So if we ain't coming, well, they ain't coming, then we ain't coming. That's something that only a man can do. It's bigger than money. You know what I mean? You can sit here and just give people cars and allegedly even pay doctors' bills for certain artists and things like that. All this from one racist man. All these kind acts for for African Americans, black, however they identify, shit like that. But all these kind acts, for what? To still be just ridiculed. Everything. Your hair wasn't too slick back enough. Um, we didn't like this movie, or I didn't like this song, or he sounded sick on this record, and he was overweight over here, and he was high in this interview, and people writing books about him, and supposed to be his friends, and all this other shit. Shit that I dealt with, you know what I mean? Growing up in the projects and shit like that. And I didn't need In the Ghetto to even relate to Elvis Presley. I just relate to him just off of his traits. You know, that's a hell of a human being. That's a hell of a human being. How could you not be attracted to a human being like that with a kind heart? And then on top of that, then you get to the music, and then my boy can actually sing, put passion into a record. You know what I mean? Give other artists, like I never would have heard of a Neil Diamond if it wasn't for Elvis Presley. You know what I mean? I can appreciate Neil Diamond's songwriting abilities, you know, just off of the way that Elvis expressed the song. It made me want to go look into that record, which made me come across more Neil Diamond records that Elvis sung as well. So, yeah, before we even get to the music, you know, you gotta, me personally, I gotta get to in this case, I had to get through the man. And when I went through the man, it was a hell of a journey, and it was just worth it. It's still worth it. So hopefully that answers your question. Hopefully I didn't ramble. But long story short, what is it that I like about Elvis most? If I had to narrow it down to one thing, just Elvis. And if I remember before, if I had to explain it in a quick couple of seconds and just round it off, it would be Elvis and the explanation behind that. Just the traits. It takes a man to really pull off and do, not even a man with some big balls to do the things, break down the barriers. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, break down the barriers for just motherfuckers in America. Period. You know, he could have easily. I'm pretty sure there's artists out there. Just took the money, went with the flow, did what it was, whatever, whatever, whatever. Nah, extended his hand. He learned from the community. He gave back to the community. I mean, wasn't selfish at all. That's why that's my boy, and he deserves the highlight he's getting right now. And of course, the voice is there as Elvis Presley, but yeah, there's a whole man with a purpose before it comes to that singing. Like, honestly, a man with a purpose, a man that stands for something. If you don't stand for anything, if you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything. And my boy was 10 toes down at all times. So, thanks for the question. Thank you for watching. Hopefully, you enjoyed the channel. But, yeah, but good question, though.